depths of imagination comes terror like no other. From experiments gone wrong, things crawling from atomic wastes, alien behemoths, prehistoric titans. Nowhere is safe when they strike without warning. Can nothing stop these forces of destruction? Science, weapons, love. You'll just have to see it to believe it. Scream, run, hide if you must. Nothing can survive the Monster Zone.
Do you like big things? I like big things. Do you like big monsters? That's my second favorite thing. Welcome to the Monster Zone.
Hey, and as he said, welcome to the Monster Zone, where we talk about classic monster movies as well as some undesirable ones from the past. And who do I mean by we? Well, of course, I mean by the lovely Mr. Parker.
Hey, everybody, we're back.
Yes, and normally wife would be here, but she is not feeling it today, which is fine. It's just gonna be the bros broing it up.
She was, not to sound dirty, but she was tongue punched and frozen to a wall. So she's got to thaw out for the next episode.
Yes, and nobody's gonna get this reference, but tongue punch my fart box.
I'm glad somebody came up with somebody threw out that joke early in the episode because I feel it was going to come at some point. I'm in the middle of watching the movie going, oh my God, it's there. Mother of God.
And of course, wife being Angela, the normal co-host here with us. And then, of course, it's me, Dan, and brought the toys because you got to have those. Always got to represent. But today, we are going to be talking about the second Gamera film, the first Gamera versus another kaiju movie from 1966 called, holy shit, I wrote the other name down, Duel of the Giant Monsters, Gamera versus Barugon.
The newest cult classic star on your VCR returns in glittering color.
Hey, it's Gamera! Gamera!
Yes, Gamera's back by popular demand to share the spotlight with a tough new contender. Witness the fury as our fire-breathing screen star gets the cold shoulder from the new kid on the block.
Oh my God.
Savor the action as the rookie Barugon delivers the full spectrum of destruction to his hard-shelled opponent in this thunderous spectacle of epic proportions. What skills! What strength! What a tale! It's the colossal clash that's kept the world trembling. Gamera's back and Barugon's got him. In Gamera versus Barugon.
They had
Oh, crap.
Oh, yes, I forgot the English one.
What was the English name?
Is it War of the Giant Monsters?
Yes,
Is that what it was?
Yes, when it didn't
Tits.
succeed. Yes.
Hang on, I gotta find it. I'm gonna feel like an idiot. I think you're right.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was War of the Monsters.
War of the Monsters. There you go. Thank you. I'm assuming you don't have any history with this.
I don't have much history with Gamera, period. I mean, we covered the Netflix show that came out last year, and I've watched one Gamera movie, and it was one from the 90s, and I think it was the first one from the 90s. I can't even remember what it was called, other than
Guardian of the Universe.
Okay, there you go. That is my that is my history with this character. I did not know it exists. I didn't know Gamera existed until I met you. So there you go.
And now you're like,
and now I'm like, I need to watch all of these because they're actually really fun.
Of course, I have a history. Mine goes back to video stores because I was getting oddly nostalgic today at work. We were talking about, did you ever go to daycare growing up?
Yeah, for a little bit. For a little bit.
Yeah, I did too. And like, I waxed nostalgia about one of the old daycare places. I wanted to like drive by and see if it's still there because we used to watch David the Gnome at this place.
I watched Blue's Clues. That was kind of the thing that was always on.
That's fair. That's fair. But anyway, we used to have a rental store. It was Pat's Video. It used to be on the north end of town. Then it moved on the east end of town. But when I was on the north end of town, I used to rent various VHS tapes and stuff. But my first Gamera movie I picked up was Gamera versus Gearon, and we're not there yet. That's the one that's got the giant knife head.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and I didn't see, which that was my first one. I watched some here and there, but this one I didn't see until I was like in my late teens when I started like really getting into kaiju movies, like the backstories and shit. But yeah, so like that's where I started watching these. And these movies for the longest time were public domain. They probably still are in the US. I don't know. You could get them in like those 500 movie disc collections. And there's like all the Gamera movies under their really shitty titles that they have here in the States, like War of the Monster and Invasion of something from outer space or whatever. Gamera don't touch me there, sex offender registry or whatever. Anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. But we won't in this movie. We won't have to in this movie. This movie's safe. And we'll tell you why later. But that's Gamera. That's just how Gamera movie. That's how my history was with it. But let's roll into it. Do you have any interesting thing you want to talk about as far as the backstory or any of the brief synopsis on the cast or about the cast?
I mean, we can go through the cast, or we can go through some of the
just hit a couple of them
are incorporated with this movie. So it was directed by Shigeo Tanaka, who took over for the original director and actually directed all of the Gamera movies after the first one, up until I think the 70s. Because I believe the director of the original was like downgraded to just doing the special effects for this one because they wanted to aim it more towards adults. So this was like, I think this is like one of the only Gamera movies that doesn't have a child like protagonist or like a child connected to Gamera.
Yep.
And as someone who has only seen 2 Gamera movies, I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess there's children incorporated with Gamera pretty much throughout his entire history, except for this one.
Unfortunately. Well,
listen,
yes and no, but
I get it, but like it has to be that many. Like why? Whatever. So it stars Kojiro Hongo, Kyoko Inama, and Akira Natsuki. One plays Kitsuki, who is our protagonist. Kyoko Inami is Karen, which is crazy because she is a native of New Guinea and her name is just Karen. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Okay. I was watching this. I was like, really? It's been a minute since I've seen this movie. Shit.
Takuya Fujioka is Dr. Soda, who plays a bigger part later in the movie. Koji Fujiyama is Onodera, who is a character we will talk a lot about in this movie. I'm trying to like look at the names and remember like who was like a prominent character in this one. And you got Yuzo Hayakawa as Kawajiri. I don't know which one that was. Was that the other guy part of the group, the threesome there?
And that's, I think you hit the outside of the doctor that's there in the village. I think you Dr. Matsushita. Mm-hmm. I think that's the last. I think that's pretty much most of them.
So it was released April 17th, 1966. It was actually double billed in Japan with Daimajin. So you could actually see this in Daimajin in like a double billing, which is really cool. Since
they probably put this first. There's no
since we've already covered Daimajin, it's pretty funny.
That's true.
This didn't do very well in the Japanese box office, so it was in 1967 it was put direct to TV in the United States as War of the Monsters. And then it was followed by Gamera versus Gauss in 1967. It had a budget of 80 million yen, but I don't know what it made in the box office, at least not according to Wikipedia, so I don't have those numbers. It ran in an hour 40 minutes, which, to be honest, is kind of long for a monster movie. But to be honest, I didn't really feel it didn't feel too long. Like this was definitely one I was like, wow, it like kept me engaged throughout the hour 40 minutes. So I wasn't like, checking, like constantly clicking my screen trying to see how much time was left in the movie. I was engaged throughout. So it definitely didn't feel its time there. I mean, to be honest, there's a lot I could talk about with this movie, especially when it comes to like the suits and the special effects. As I stated, the original director of Gamera, the first film of the franchise, he was downgraded to the special effects, but you can tell he's really good at them because the effects work in this movie are really good.
Okay, so I double checked. The original director didn't direct Barugon, and I think it was like you said to do with the kids, and they bumped this up because they had like A-class films and B-class films. A-class were like their big budget releases, like Daimajin, and then like B-class were like the lower budget, whatever. And this was this Gamera movie. Barugon was pushed to A. They gave it a different director, but then after that, the rest of the films through 1980 were directed by the original director. Noriaki Yuasa. I'm fucking terrible with these names too.
This is the only one of the only films to ever be covered twice on MST 3000.
Yes,
it was done in the first time was I think the third season, and then they redid it later on in like a later season. It's the first time was part of the KTMA series.
Yeah, before Comedy Central, whoever picked them up, Sci-Fi, whatever channel, like when they went big from like a local thing to nationwide.
So yeah, it was the fourth episode there, and then it was again covered in season 3, episode 4,
which is a classic.
There's one joke. If I knew this had an MST3K episode, I would have watched it over what I watched. But to be honest, I mean, this is not like our core show, so we can show our hand. I really like this movie. I actually really enjoyed it. As I've told people in the past with this show, I actually created a list of all the movies we covered on Monster Zone. This is my new number 2. It's actually, I put it above Daimajin. I love Daimajin, but I really had a good time with this movie.
Okay.
I really did. So
sweet.
There you go. Showed my hand. Sorry.
No, God, don't. So disgusting. Wash your hands.
You don't want to get pink eye.
All the poop they deal with in this movie.
All right. I mean, to be honest, if you want to know more about this movie, this show is us going through the plot of the movie and kind of talking about our thoughts. You know, if you want to learn more about the behind the scenes and all that stuff, there's information everywhere. That's kind of not what the show is all about. So, Dan, take it away.
I'll sprinkle some stuff in here because this movie was supposed to be an entirely different movie to begin with. So, and that's okay because that happens a lot in kaiju and in just movie development in general. So, we start this movie as they normally do with the lovely, I'm pretty sure the Dai logo was on there with the ocean in the background. It's normally what they do. And we get the last time on Gamera. So we get a recap of what happened in the original Gamera, which is a black and white movie. This was not artistic. The original film was black and white. And I'm not covering that because we'll talk about it when we talk about the original Gamera. And their attempts to stick him in a rocket and shoot him to Mars, but that's beside the point. When you can't do an oxygen
in this movie, so
yes, when you can't do an oxygen destroyer, just shoot his ass to Mars. Doesn't work, and literally the movie ends with him like escaping, pretty much. So the Gamera comes back to Earth now in color, mind you, and he essentially attacks a dam. And Gamera ingests flames. Like he gets power from flames and fire and stuff like that. That's where he gets his energy source.
His spin move, his spin fire thing is possibly one of the goofiest powers of any kaiju I've ever seen.
Yep.
The fact that this turtle just goes in his shell and then sprouts blue flames and spins around. All right. I want to know who sat down and was like, I got an idea for a power for a giant turtle. Hear me out. And then he just spouted that out. People were like, all right,
well, I will say this for the most part, Dai kaiju usually have ridiculous powers.
Like, I mean, Barugon's got some pretty hilarious powers.
It keeps going. So this is nothing new. I talked about it when we covered the Gamera television show. You get some of it, but not as much. But this, we talked about, Barugon is never shown up in any other thing ever again.
Which is so sad.
It is. It's like if Anguirus was Godzilla's first kaiju. It's like if they're like, fuck him and like tossed him aside and never used him again.
I'm guessing they looked at Barugon, especially from this movie, and was like, this dude sprouts a rainbow out of his back. Like, maybe we don't use this character again. And I'm kind of sad about that because other than the goofy ass rainbow, which, to be honest, it's just funny. It's the same with
awesome.
It's the same with Gamera's spinning flame thing. It's like it's goofy, but it's still cool to see. Like,
yeah, it's unique.
So,
who the fuck else does that?
It's a rainbow. It's supposed to be like this beautiful thing, but it's actually a force of destruction.
He's weaponized Skittles. Like, what do you want from the guy? so essentially Gamera eats the flames and he just takes a dam out. Like, fuck it, let's flood this place. I'm angry. Yeah. Why not? Doesn't give two shits. Gamera is not the buddy thing that he ends up becoming later. And we jump around a little bit and then we cut to these bros. We'll get the names later, but it's a group. Well, fuck it, we'll do it now. It's a group of 4 guys. Keisuke's the pilot. Keisuke's brother, I don't remember his name, but I'm not bothering to mention it because he doesn't play as big of a role as you'd think. Is the kind of like, he's the dude that sets the planet. Think of the Italian Job. If you watch their Italian Job, this is like Donald Sutherland.
Is it Ichiro? Oh yeah, Ichiro, because it's Harada. Yeah, this
is Donald Sutherland. This is our Donald Sutherland character, right? Kind of, but he's the old. He's like sets up the job, and then we have oh fuck. These other twos are a bunch of damn chuckleheads.
You have Kawajiri and
Onodera. Onodera. So Kawajiri is like, I don't know what the fuck he is, but Onodera, he's the bad guy. I'm gonna just spoil it to you. He's our antagonist. You can kind of tell he's kind of a greasy kind of dude.
You have the goofball. You have like the serious guy, like Kasuki is like, he's serious. Like he wants to make a lot of money so that he can open up his own flight school or business or whatever. Yeah. And Kawajiri is kind of like the goofy, like, yeah, let's go get this big old opal. And then you have Onodera, who you can tell from the beginning is going to be the guy who's just going to stab everybody in the back.
Yeah,
he's wearing he's wearing the dark glasses. They're not quite sunglasses.
Yep.
But they're not quite like just regular glasses.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, watch out for that guy.
Something's up with that dude. Something doesn't smell right. Yeah. This isn't smell-o-vision, but something don't smell right. Anyway, so the whole plan is Keisuke's brother was in, of course, the World War II, and in New Guinea, and he found an opal, like a big ass opal. I don't remember what they compared to the size, but it's fucking huge. And he found it in this cave, and he hid it, or he found it and he hid it in this cave, or whatever the thing was.
Yeah.
And he's like, you guys need to go get it. I'm crippled. I can't do it, but you 3 need to go get it. You're gonna get on a boat, smoke like as workers, go on a boat, get over there, get the thing, get back, and we'll sell it. We'll split it 4 ways. You know, it's a huge opal. It's worth a shit ton of money. So that's exactly what happens. Without a T, they get over there, they work, they go, they sneak off the boat, go to this place, which is, they don't think they named the village.
No, they just say it's in. They just say it's in New Guinea.
Yeah, they go to some. They get they take Keisuke because he's a pilot, as you mentioned. So they literally take a helicopter over to this island or this. village.
So they take him because he's a pilot, or they take him because his brother can't go.
Well,
is it both?
It was both, because his brother at one point looks to him and he's like, "Hey, you remember you got that flying license? That's your job here. That's why you're here."
Right.
He says it to him, which I know it's also to be his brother's eyes and ears too. So
right,
but. Because, like you said, he couldn't go. So they get to the village. The villagers scatter off because it's a more primitive village, and they go like, "Hey, we need to go find out where this opal thing is in this cave." And they get confronted by the villagers, which of course don't speak Japanese except for one. Karen speaks Japanese, and then we are introduced to Doctor. Oh God, what's that say his name? Matsuhita. Is that it?
Matsushita.
Matsushita, there you go. Matsushita, which he's Japanese, but he's there taking care of him for like illness and stuff like that. And Karen learned Japanese from him. So the idea is, don't go. It's a usual thing. It's the typical, don't go to the cave because it's cursed. There's an evil spirit. And plus it's full of scorpions that will like kill you in like 5 seconds if they sting you, which it says 5 minutes. It ain't no 5 minutes. So the bros determined, listen, this is a scare tactic. It doesn't matter. Like, we're going to go in there. We'll get the opal. The evil spirit is just the scorpions killing people. Keisuke is a little hesitant because he's like, if this is their treasure, right? We shouldn't take it. And then, Onodera is like, man up, slaps him or whatever. Like, let's get in this cave. Let's get some money, bro. Let's get some coin. So they go to the cave after some gun, like to scare the villagers off, pew-pewing them. And they look around the cave for like 5 seconds, find the opal, It's massive. Again, it's like the size of an ostrich egg. It's huge.
Yeah.
And during the joy, because Kawajiro, was that his name? Kawajiri?
Yep.
Yeah. So he finds it and like kind of like dances around, like, look, I found the opal. And Onodera sees like the scorpion on his leg and doesn't warn him. He's like, all right, fine. He's like dancing around, screaming. Of course, gets stung, dies, like gets smoked. Like in like it's like 5 minutes. He's dead in like.
Is there a
30
scorpion that
seconds.
can do this type of damage to somebody?
I don't know. I didn't look at. I doubt it. I'm sure it's just churched up for the movie.
Yeah.
So he dies, and then Onodera doesn't care. He's like, whatever. I'm just here for the money. Keisuke's like down. He's like, dude, he had his family and stuff like this. He wanted to do all this, blah 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 blah, because he cares. He's the main character. He gives a shit. And Onodera double crosses him. He gets the opal. He trades the opal for the gun. It's like, here, give me the gun. You can have the opal. And then he's like, oh, that's fine. He walks over and he has those really shitty makeshift grenades.
God, with
Grenades
the
with
longest
wicks.
wick ever.
It lights all three of them, just heaves them into the cave and runs.
Yeah.
Causes this huge cave in. Keisuke's stuck in there. Onodera he bolts. We cut to, I think it's Onodera on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's go ahead.
He's being seen by the doctor, like gives him the infrared like light to like heal his athlete's foot.
He's got like swamp ass foot is what he has, dude.
Yeah.
It looks gnarly. Why is infrared? Is that normal?
I've never heard of this. I've never seen this before. I think it's just some way to make it so you'd be like, oh yeah, so this is gonna hit the opal, which is you find out isn't an opal at all.
No.
To then set off the rest of this movie.
Yeah. So Onodera is like, he's like, I can't work. My foot's messed up. I got malaria or something. He's like making all these excuses.
Yeah. I love the doctor who's just casually like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's got, it's normal when you have malaria. I was like, I thought malaria was pretty serious. Why are we just kind of just, nah, it's fine.
That's fine. Once you get back to Japan, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You're just dying, whatever. So he gets essentially he goes back, and then like you said, there was an infrared thing with the opal, and it starts like glowing. Like, well, that's not right. And he apparently had a bad habit of not turning off the infrared light while he was done with it, which they explained later in the movie. But it does things to the egg.
Yeah.
Can
we talk about the hatching? It looks. Listen. It's 1966. But could we at least have tried to like make some sort of puppet so that you can like the mouth could open if you're gonna make it make noise, but it's like sealed because it just looks like a rubber like bath toy.
I like the hatching. The
hatching looks really cool because like the glowing and then the pulsating of the egg and then the egg hatches. But then what comes out of it, you're like, ooh, and then the mouth doesn't move. It's just like, but it's still making noises, and I'm like, all right.
I think the problem was they held on it too long.
Yeah.
I think they should have had it come out of the egg and then cut. Like, you held on the scene way too long. You held on the prop. Yeah. But while this is happening, it hatches. Before we get to what happens when it hatches, Keisuke is found by the natives. Matsushita and Karen. They revive him
and Karen.
She doesn't have the haircut, folks.
Karen's a hottie, man.
There you go.
I'm gonna say it, man.
You'd be in a cave in for that, right?
Listen, I was distracted. Okay.
Especially
those early scenes with Karen. You're like, what are we doing again? You're beautiful.
Oh, right. Opals, jewelry, right? So you get to break it down that the egg is more than it's an egg. Essentially they don't flat out tell you what it is, but that it's bad luck. It kills people. Horrible disasters follow.
It's like once every 1,000 years, one of these things are born.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. And then we get back to the ship, and then the baby the thing hatches, and it just blows blows out the side of the ship. The ship starts sinking. The ship catches on fire, and like just all hell breaks loose. Keisuke's brother's waiting there on the boat on the shore with a Chinese guy. He's looking to buy the opal.
Yep.
Onodera, of course, lives. And gets off the boat, meets up with Keisuke's brother, and it's like, hey, I don't have it. It went down with it. We're just going to have to wait and go down with the boat. Go down, sit, get in it, whatever. And they leave. And then Barugon just comes out of the water, and he's like, bitches! This doesn't make sense, but bitches, like it just rolls.
It's like, how did it grow so fast?
Really fast. And the real important question is, we'll talk about this later. Like it seemed to be okay coming out of the water. Just saying.
That's right.
But admittedly, it wasn't in there
Butthole.
it wasn't in there very long, because it's in the water later at the end of the movie, and no traumatic things happen because they state it needs to
Yeah,
be
but
in there
isn't
for a
it
while.
supposed to like stop him from moving?
It's
Okay. Yep.
Hands up.
I didn't realize that, to be honest. I was like, yeah, it busts
makes
out of a
sense.
ship into the water.
Yep.
And the whole point was that its weakness is water.
He had some kind of placental barrier. He was fine.
Yeah, right. He still had that protective like layer, so he was like, I can get out of here and I'll be good.
A few minutes to get out of the water and I'm good. So he starts blowing up. They are at Kobe Port.
Yep.
That's where they're at. And he just blows everything the fuck up, because why wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, and you get to see his cool tongue punch. He tongue punches the tower.
Yeah, he's like, boo. He's like,
I was like,
that, don't you?"
that's when that joke popped into my head. I was like, oh shit, he got a tongue punch trick.
Yep. And he's like, you like that, don't you, a dirty girl or guy? I mean, I don't know what he's into.
I love watching suit performers for creatures that walk around on all fours, because of course, most animals, their legs are shaped differently, especially if they walk on all fours. And because it's a person in a suit, it's literally like just them crawling. But to be honest, I still like how this looked. I think my biggest issue with some of these early kaiju movies is that some of them just move so slow. Like, I think it's more realistic because in reality, a creature of that size wouldn't be just flying around like Godzilla does now in the Monsterverse movies, where he's, but sometimes you're just kind of like when they face off for the first time, it's like sometimes it feels like it's in slow motion. You're just like, can we just fight? What's happening right now? It's like taking like 2 minutes just for them to meet up.
Yep. Oh yeah. We'll get to Gamera will have his moment here soon. But Keisuke's brother and Onodera talk, and then you find out he tells him earlier, but that Keisuke died, and so did Kawajira. And like they just whatever, they're both dead. And he's like, blah blah blah. And he ends up slipping up that like they're arguing and fighting over it. And he slips up that he killed 2 people, and he tries Onodera did, and he tries to back up and whatever. So Onodera and Keisuke's brother fight, and like Onodera, whoops his ass, whips his woman's ass, steals money out of his wallet, drops fucking 2 fucking lockers on him.
Yeah.
Just
then you later find out that the house burned down.
Yep.
And they were inside. I was like, golly, they could have just said they just died from things crushing them, but from the tongue punching, but goddamn, you had to add the fact that they burned alive.
Yeah, because Barugon went from Kobe to Osaka, which is where they were, and that's what happened. Like it blew the place up, and the place burned down.
Oh, so it was all Gamera's fault.
Yep. And then we get Barugon destroying Osaka. The military comes and tries to stop it, shoot missiles at it. You find out about the freezing, his freezing ability, like just being around him, he's like cold.
Yeah, which doesn't, kind of thinking about it, like when he first shows up, it says like you can't be within like 200 yards of him because it was because of his like sub-zero temperatures. But yet he's pretty close to a lot of people when you first see him, and there's no effects. I don't like when they do that, and then they tell you like how dangerous they are. I was like, but I just saw him like chasing a dude within 5 feet, and they seem fine.
Maybe it's just like gas that fluctuates. Like, God, I'm gassy today.
I'm currently, I got the movie playing over on one of my monitors, and it's the fight between Sasuke's brother and Onodera. It's hilarious, by the way, because it's not when you're watching, like mostly kung fu movies or movies where it's like the clean fight style. These are just 2 dudes. These are just 2 dudes, like normal fight. Just like toss each other around, tripping over things. One dude's got the crutch. He's just
they tear up the whole fucking room. Every fight in this, every fist fight, I swear they tear up the entire scene.
I love the wife has no idea what Onodera just said, and she comes in later. She's like, "Stop it! There's no need to fight." And I just want Keisuke's brother to be like, "He just said he killed Keisuke."
Yeah, I know, right? She should join in and help. He needs the backup.
Yeah, she gets something right over her head, man.
Oh yeah, he takes her out. The fuck. So yeah, so we learned about his ice. His tongue shoots ice out while he's tongue punching. And which is there's a reason for this. This was actually supposed to be a different movie. This is supposed to be Gamera versus the ice giants from space, and they were literally supposed to be ice giants, which the original concept of them ended up splitting into, we got Daimajin and then we got Barugon. So because Barugon's got the ice powers, and they're apparently modeled after. Originally, there's no concept art of this, but the historians that have looked into this said that they're modeled after the Jotun, the ice giants from
okay, yep.
Nordic mythology. Yeah, you know what I mean. Norse mythology. Yep. So that's what they were modeled after. Never happened. Really obscure fact. I've known forever, even before we'd like watching this movie. I always remember, oh, this is the one that was supposed to be ice giants, because it was supposed to come out this same year. But anyway, it's all right. We got Daimajin in this movie. And he also, then he gets attacked by missiles, because like, we can't get close. We'll shoot the missiles. And then that's when we do the whole weaponized Skittles thing. And he makes everybody taste the rainbow, whether they want to or not. It's like, you're going to like it. Take it down your throat. Skittles. But these are the good Skittles with lime, not that green apple shit.
Yeah, get it out of here.
Yeah. Oh, and what was I supposed to say? Oh, we're just going to make Angela wanted me to say that. She said, missiles in the sky, Gamera could fly twice as high. It's
Take a look.
Rainbow. Yes. Yeah.
Take
For those of you who don't know.
It's spinning turtle. It's Gamera versus Barugon.
Exactly.
I love the model work
Burton
in
shows.
this movie. I love the model work in most early kaiju movies because it's a man in a suit. So it has to be actual like models. So you got like the little model tanks on the highway shooting at him, and then that's when he shoots out his tongue that freezes things. It's really cool.
I like the freezing effect they use. I thought that was pretty cool when they use it on like the tanks and stuff. You'll notice when you watch these, but compared to Godzilla movies, Dai just does not have the budget that Toho has, and they don't have AG Tsuburaya. Because like I like the Toho film or the Dai films, the Gamera movies, but they do not look as good as what Toho was putting out at the same time. No offense, it's still cool. I still respect what they're doing. It's just not there. But Gamera and Barugon tussle, because you got Gamera fire, Barugon ice, so you got the opposites thing.
Yep.
And they fight around a little bit, and like you said, it's kind of a slower paced fight. It just lacks that precision and charm that the Toho stuff does. It seems like they dawdle too much in some of their fights.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys, like let's get going. But whatever, they fight. Gamera ends up getting his ass frozen and gets like a really good like fucking sucker punch on him before he freezes, and like Barugon's face just hemorrhaging purple blood.
Yeah,
it's like Dead Alive. It's just hosing everywhere. I was like, God, dude, you all right?
Can we turn that compressor down? Like,
I know, he's got like an artery in his cheek. Like, my main line, my heart. Yeah. But and then Barugon, like Gamera, like freezes and falls over, which is typical. This is a very common thing in Gamera movies. He always gets his ass beat. Always gets his ass beat.
Is this a normal thing for Gamera to be out of the movie for 75% of it until the end when he shows up and fights for 2 minutes, and then it's like, this is a Gamera movie, everybody, but he's been in the movie for 5 minutes.
Yep, this happens. Gamera is Goku. He shows up, gets his ass beat, unlocks the new power, or like, I know how to beat, which I don't have a problem with, because he fights the enemy, learns how they work, and then beats them, right?
Does he learn how they work? Because he just shows up and he's just being Gamera. I think it's more... I think the thing I actually really enjoyed about this movie is the fact that the human characters are interesting, and I liked the human characters, like the fact of them trying to figure out how Barugon works and what his weaknesses are. They try something, it doesn't work, and then they kind of have to resort to Gamera. It's like, well, that didn't work. Gamera shows up. Well, thank God for that. It's like, that's my only gripe, is the fact of like Gamera is their only hope, even though they did go through all this planning.
Yeah, they had a great idea. They had a really good idea. And like, I see what you're saying though. I agree. It's not all the movies. It gets more common in later films. Like Gamera is like, oh, I know what this is, and this is blah 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 blah. Like, I know how to deflect his special technique, whatever. And so Gammy gets his ass beat. Barugon gets like one quick cheap shot, like knocks him over and then leaves. Like, fucker, I'm out. And Keisuke, Karen show up in Japan. They're looking for Onodera, of course. They find him, and he gets his ass beat and like tied to a fucking pole. Yeah, like this crazy restaurant fight. Dude, this is okay. Weirdest scene in this movie. So they're in this bar, and they're Onodera and Keisuke are brawling. They're beating the fuck out of each other, and he pulls materializes like a knife out of nowhere, which isn't a surprise. It's a bar, right? They probably have it somewhere.
Yeah.
And the fight gets over. They tie him up, still in the same room. Keisuke like pulls up like his sleeve, and he's like bleeding from his arm. And Karen's like, "Don't worry, I'm a medical professional in my village. I can take care of him." And proceeds to suck his dick. 100%.
I was so confused. I was like, "What the fuck did I just see?" Like, she literally, for one, the camera angle was horrible. Like, because they're shooting over his shoulder, and he gets sliced or he gets hurt.
It's like
it just shows her drop to her knees, and her head is in his lap. And I was like, I know that's not what's actually happening, but what is happening? Like, that's the thing. It's like a question mark is there, but I know it's not what we all dirty-minded people are thinking. But it's not a good angle. It's like, give us a side angle where you're actually showing us what she's doing. I don't know, man.
Are you sure this is working, Karen? Guck. I got this. Guck. Listen, if his dick's hard,
I think it's working.
And he's like, "Was that really necessary? Did it work?" He's like, "Does your arm hurt anymore?" He's like,
I don't
"Damn,
feel
she's
the
on to
pain
something." That's great.
Oh my god!
And it's not the first time what happens.
I do want to mention. I think the scene happened before, but it's showing like people evacuating the city, and then there's like a bunch of people like in a train station or something, all like huddled together.
Yeah.
And there's this goofy, like over the top guy who's just like, "We're never getting out of here," and his like super emoted face, and he's got a mustache that should not have been worn after like 1945 because it would just harken back to somebody else. But I just love the woman who's just like, "Will you just shut the fuck up?" Pretty much.
Yeah, she's all cool and collected. This dude's like, his acting is like 15.
His face is all over the place.
Stick to voice acting, bro. Like, get off the camera.
What is going on here?
So they leave Onodera tied to a pole, and they're like, "Hey, hold on. I gotta remember what happens next." We learn that after they leave, and then somebody like unties Onodera. It's some lady.
It's his mistress.
Even know. His mistress. Apparently, she wasn't even originally in the film. Like, she was apparently like a late minute addition.
I mean, the thing is they're like, it's his mistress. I'm like, well, why couldn't it have been his wife? Like, why did it have like it's never mentioned that she's that. It doesn't play into anything. So why do we make things up for characters if it's
she just vanishes later? She's in like 3 scenes.
She goes with him because when she lets him go, he finds out about the diamond. He's like, I can't let them waste or sink that thing. And he like pushes her out of the way because she tries to stop him. And then he gets in the car and she follows with him. Like, she goes in there with him.
Yeah, but like after a bit, she's just gone from the movie.
Oh,
like,
when he's on the boat later, she's not there.
Yeah.
It's just him.
Yeah. So the we've learned that Barugon doesn't like water. Like, being in water for a long term.
It's like the aliens from Signs.
I was thinking
don't like water.
Thing.
He gets a cup of water, like, ah!
Get us Mel Gibson. Get us fucking Joaquin Phoenix. Like, we'll make this shit happen.
Maybe Mel Gibson was born at this time, but I don't think Joaquin was around. So
his dad was, though.
His
River
dad
Phoenix.
was, yeah. That wasn't his dad, but okay.
Okay, close enough. What's his dad? I don't know.
His brother was River Phoenix.
Oh, fuck him. What's his
dad? I don't fucking know. He was in a cult,
not River Phoenix. Get him. Anyway, I don't know. That's the only other name I can. Thank you for telling me, though.
Oh my god.
Anywho, and he loves the shimmer of diamonds, and she has this fucking diamond.
Yeah, she's just like whips it. She's just like she's like a lot of women. They're like, oh wait, let me check my bra real quick, and just whips out this massive diamond. And I like Keisuke's just like,
where did you?
That was in there the whole time. What the hell just happened?
That's funny. No, then of course, like you said, Onodera finds out about it. It's like, I can't let him sink. It's like, I don't even know why this dude's still in this fucking movie at this point.
Yeah, this guy really. Listen, as I stated before, I thought this movie was great. I thought I had a lot of fun with this movie, but this character was fine up until a point where it just got absolutely ridiculous. Like, he is just straight up. He knows there's these monsters Like these like he knows Barugon exists. He knows Gamera's there too, because it's all over the news. Like literally, it's the funniest thing about Japanese news is that as soon as something happens, I don't even think the thing has to happen fully yet. Like they're reporting everything about it. Like when they come up with the plan for the diamond, they share the whole thing on the news. They're going to be dangling a diamond from a helicopter, and they're going to be dragging Barugon out to the water. It's like, what? I don't think they have to share that information, but
5,000
right.
carat diamond.
5,000. I just love that. He's just like 5,000.
Money.
I need it.
So his plan is to stop it. They try to use the diamond, and Barugon follows him for a little bit, and he's like, that's small potatoes. I'm out.
Yeah.
They decide to make rain because everybody can just do that these days. Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fucking rain? Wasn't that shitty Prince album? Anyway. Anyhow, I'm not a Prince fan. Anyhow, they learned that the one doctor from the boat shows back up, and he's like, well, we're pretty sure it was from the infrared. So we think because the infrared that there's been some anomaly in his growth, because Karen says it should take 10 years to hatch, and he shouldn't grow as big as he has.
Right.
So the infrared light had some effect on the creature's biology. So they're like, you know what? Let's just shoot infrared light through the diamond. That should work, right? And ironically, it does. So they're like, let's, like you said, and Karen does mention they did this in the past, apparently, with Barugon to have hatched in the past, is they lead them to water with diamonds, and it would go in the water and drown.
Right.
You know, as you do.
Yep.
So they set up some machine, and they start luring Barugon to the water, and they get to the water, and Barugon starts going in, and fucking Onodaru just GTAs this shit, shows up. Like, you see him, like, he rolls up next to him, and everybody's like,
and he just jumps on there and just starts throwing people around, and then he, like, tries to open the compartment to get the diamond out, and he whips out a gun. Like,
he shoots one of them. There's 2 military men on that boat. One of them gets shot and falls off. The other one has no weapon at all. Like, what kind of fucking detail is this? And if you see him when he's trying to get onto the boat, he slips and falls. You see him slip and fall, and then get up and then get back on the boat, like trying to climb on the boat. I was like, no grace.
He does not care about anything other than getting this diamond.
He's so fucking Looney Tunes, dude.
Because like
100%.
all of the destruction is happening, and he's talking about the like when he first finds out about the diamond, he's like, I knew there would be more jewels there. Like I should have looked. So pretty much he's like already planning a journey back to that cave in the future because he knows there's more. And it's like,
even though
man.
Even though the real treasure is in the lake nearby. Wink. Because he mentions that they've thrown multiple diamonds like that in the lake to lure Barugon.
And there's also a lot of Barugons down there.
Maybe. There's just skeletons after skeleton of Barugon.
Yeah, it's like,
but that'd be small.
I mean, you could just do it like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom when they got to extract the boat of the Indominus Rex, but it's just a bunch of Barugons down there.
How big do you think a non-irradiated Barugon is? Like
probably half
30
the
feet?
Size.
Okay.
Of this one.
So I mean, like, so it's like larger than any crocodile for sure.
Oh yeah, this is probably like Lake Placid crocodile size.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, I could go with that. I think that would be.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they use rain to like freeze him in place because he's like, fuck. He's like cows. Like it just rains. Like, shit, I can't move.
I gotta lay down.
Fuck.
I'm feeling tired.
I
don't like being wet.
I'm tired. My rainbow won't work in this kind of weather. Plus, I'm top heavy and just kind of lazy.
Isn't that the point of a rainbow?
I know.
Well, it's funny because they find the opal in what is it? Wasn't it like Rainbow Valley or something like that?
Yeah,
like
Valley
the most
Rainbow.
non-threatening sounding place. Don't go to the Rainbow Valley. You're just like, I feel like you want me to go Rainbow Valley because that sounds great.
It sounds like it's where the Care Bears live. Like it's not where they are. It's full of deadly scorpions and a diamond-eating lizard. Oh fuck! That just made me think of, oh god, Journey to the Center of the Earth from 1958 with Pat Boone. I just remember the trailer for that. In a fire-breathing salamander that protects the king's ransom and jewels, and I'm like, holy shit, that movie's awesome. Hey,
I was like, that sounds great until you said salamander.
Listen, don't shit on that movie because there's a character in that and it is heavily advertised in the trailer. Gertrude the Duck.
I don't know. I prefer my Brendan Fraser Journey to the Center of the Earth.
I've never seen that movie.
It's actually pretty good.
Does it have Gertrude the Duck in it?
Just don't watch the sequel because it's got The Rock in it. It's not as good.
A Rock or The Rock?
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny that the first movie of a series has got Brendan Fraser, and then the sequel has The Rock. I feel
That's
like
kind of ironic.
I feel like we're about to cover that same type of thing this weekend. That's pretty funny.
So weird.
Wow.
But yeah, so Onodero gets the thing and like drives off like, I've outwitted them again, and then he gets eaten by Barugon.
He gets tongue punched in this fart box.
He 100%, dude. 100%.
I want to know how that tongue grabs him. Like, is it sticky or does it have does it grab him? Because it looks like it's like wrapping around him.
Yeah,
it's like retracting him into its mouth.
It's adhesive. It's so cold. I don't understand. It's cold and sticky. Like, fuck. It's usually the opposite. Anyway, so he gets eaten, and Barugon's like, I'm good, and just leaves the water. Like, I'm good. You guys have fun out there. I'm full. And then they, of course, devise another plan that they're going to build. Okay, this is not the goofiest thing that happens in the next movie. It's the goofiest thing that's ever happened in a Gamera movie. They're going to take a satellite dish and turn it into a giant mirror to reflect the rainbow ray. A giant stationary satellite dish,
yes,
to reflect the rainbow, which is entirely anti-LGBTQ plus. You can't reflect the rainbow, bros. Anyway, I want to say that. Oh, no, jokes aside, 100%. Why is Barugon not an LGBTQ mascot?
Because he's been in one movie, and to be honest, I feel only Gamera fans know about him.
That's true. And the rainbow does blow things up. Do you think that'd be like a radicalized version of?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
I feel like I would have to. You would have to find somebody from that community and be like, "Do you know who Barugon is? Would you include him?" And you would recommend they watch the movie, and then they give you.
I'd be like, listen. If anybody if the three people that listen to this episode or watch, fuck. Anyway, if you know anybody that is part of the community, ask them about this. I'm serious. I'm gonna ask my brother. My brother's gay. He might know.
There you go.
What about Barugon? There's really cute like SD ones, like super deformed with the big head, and they're fucking sweet, dude. Anyway. Back to the movie and my nonsensical bullshit rant. Somebody's like, Dan, you're an idiot. That doesn't even work that way. I'm like, all right, that's fine. That's fair. I don't know anything. I don't know shit about fuck. All right. Okay, so back to the movie. They build this giant reflective rainbow thing, and it does work. It actually does like a massive amount of damage to Barugon. He's got like this huge wound down his back. It's like pulsating purple blood, and it's really kind of gross. It's cool. It looks neat. And then Barugon's like, all right, I just won't do that again. And it just doesn't shoot any more rainbows. He's like, fine, no more Skittles for you. You're going to be rude about it.
It's just like, when an animal does something that hurts it one time, it's never going to do it again.
Except for humans.
Yeah, because humans are dumb.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I bet you I can stick my dick in that hole. Didn't you do this once already, Earl?
Ow, something pinched it. Maybe I should try again.
It might not be there the second time.
Jeez.
Spit on it first. It might not happen. Hey.
I got some lotion, Phil.
Damn it. Are you sure? That's a broken light socket. This doesn't seem like a good idea. Gammy wakes up. Gamera is really neat. He's full of
he's meat. Finally. He was in the middle. The funniest thing is when you see him freeze earlier in the movie, he's in like a push-up position. He's like on his hands, like frozen there. But when he wakes up, he's on his back. Like he's literally like looking up into the sky, like, oh, I'm awake now.
He's like, oh, that was a hell of a hangover. And I just assume that like Gamera in my mind is just a raving alcoholic. Like in every movie, like in the Showa franchise, that's just how I feel. Because he's got to deal with these annoying shit ass kids, and he's just so like, funny. Fuck.
It's so... the fun. It does look like he is just drunk out of his ass. Like when they're showing the thaw scene, which the thawing scene is really cool. There's a lot of reverse footage in this movie. Like when he's thawing out, it's actually all reversed.
Yep.
And then there's other moments in the movie that they have that same effect. It actually plays out really cool too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback off Parker's statement. And I said this earlier, and I did not mean that as any disservice that they don't have the budget or maybe the expertise that Toho does, because they have done, and even other Gamera movies that have lesser budgets than this, they have done some very interesting effects work. And I do not want to discredit the work that these people put in. I'm just, in my opinion, I think Toho is better, but these guys have definitely done some more unique stuff than Toho did at this period.
So there is a shot of Gamera when he fully wakes up and he goes into his shell and he starts spinning, and it's him upside down, so his shell is upside down. I'm guessing the model or whatever they used for this set on fire because the bottom of his shell is fully in flames. And I don't think it's supposed to do that. I think it's only supposed to come out of those ports. Oh, I just saw the scene and I was like, oh, I don't think that was supposed to be on purpose, but it looks cool. But then the next shot, it shows him upright, just flying away.
Dude, I swear this is the scene my daughter walked in and she's like, what's going on? I was like, this is normal.
This is Gamera.
I literally told her, I was like, this is normal. She's like, this is not the way this is supposed to work. My 8-year-old girl is literally what she said to me. I was like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's still awesome though. So they go to the final battle at the beach, and there's Barugon blood everywhere.
Yep.
This dude's bleeding all over. He's got it coming out of his mouth. He kind of looks like the Joker. I'm not gonna lie, on one of the sides, I was like, Joker? And then like now I've just got Purple Haze in my head right now, the song. But like it's all over, literally all over the place. And he's got a brilliant idea, and Gamera just like gets up behind Barugon and like says something in his ear. He's like, you won't put me back in the cooler, and then bites his neck. Drags his ass to the water, and Stone Cold drowns this motherfucker in a lake.
Yep. So I guess the suit for I don't know if they used the suit actor. I think they used just some sort of like model to use as the Barugon.
Some kind of rigging.
I guess it wouldn't sink, so they had to like cut a lot of the pieces to get it to actually like collect with water, so it can actually like sink when it shows Gamera pulling him down to the bottom. There's just some really funny scenes. Like there's literally, I just saw a shot where literally it's Gamera on top of a hill and he gets hit and he just like tumbles. It's like a kid who just trips on the top of a hill and just tumbles down. And then he's like, dude, activate flame hands and legs.
Acting. Anyway, no, dude, and that's pretty much the end of it. Like Gamera, fucking sinks his ass in the water, and you would be surprised in this era, the death of the major kaijus are usually extremely horrible. They die in the worst ways possible, and you're like, this is a kids movie.
So, Godzilla, when Godzilla first fought a kaiju, who was the kaiju he fought for his first go round?
Anguirus.
Doesn't Anguirus kind of resemble, like, doesn't Barugon kind of resemble Anguirus a little bit?
Anguirus is, he's a ankylosaur looking quadrupedal.
Doesn't he
dinosaur.
have a spiky nose?
Yeah. Except Anguirus.
I feel there was a company that was a little jealous of the success of Godzilla and said, we could do the same thing, and we'll make some cool monsters. They won't look like other monsters.
You don't say. Dude, like 100%. Like, I have nothing wrong. Like, I don't want to be like one of those people like, Gamera is just a fucking ripoff, which realistically, that's what he is. But like, they just wanted to do their own kaiju thing. Like, hey, Godzilla's big. And this was the only other big, long-running kaiju franchise at the time. I'm not counting the Ultraman stuff because that was a television series and they only had one movie in the 80s at the time. Well, 2 movies in the 80s, but whatever. That was separate. Like, television show was different. This was the only movie franchise that was not Toho. That was actually in the market and was competing and actually caused Godzilla to change their stuff. They had to change what they were doing to keep up with some of the Gamera stuff going on at the time, because Gamera started out, the first 2 films like this were more serious, even though this one was still kind of tried to gear it towards children a little bit. And they jump off the deep end with the next, not the deep end with the next one, but that's where they started going with those films. And then Godzilla ended up doing that. Godzilla ended up in the late 60s and early 70s becoming more of like an ally to kids and humanity, and but yeah. And then the movie, it dawdles on a bit after that. It's not like an American movie where like Barugon goes down. It's like the end. It goes on a little bit more, but then it just kind of
It's not much. It's more of
No.
just like Keisuke is like, well, I'm alone now. And then Karen's like, you're not alone. And then it's over.
And he looks at her and he's like, with a throat like that, I could never say no. And then the movie just ends. God, I'm an idiot.
Man.
All right, Parker, what do you think of Gamera versus Barugon?
I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yes, it has a lot of goofy moments in it, but I like the human characters. I like the suit work on the monsters. I think Barugon is a little, you could say, it's early in the franchise, so you could see kind of the flaws in the suit work. But bring Barugon back. Bring Barugon back. Season 2 of Gamera, the Netflix series. Let's get Barugon back. Let's bring him back because I think he deserves some love. But
we need Barugon. We need Gar Sharp, which is the unmade film after Gamera versus Zigra, and then I'll do the Ice Giants. Just bring back a bunch of obscure like kaiju, all of them.
I one of the major things I love about at least Japanese kaiju movies is the fact that we don't get unnecessary love stories. Like Karen and Keisuke get together at the end, but it's not like a major plot point. It's not a major thing that is just kind of thrown in the middle of these monsters. Like Keisuke accepts the fact that he is partially to blame for Barugon existing. He wants to help stop it.
Yeah,
Karen, even though she knows that he made the mistake and she knows that he helped do this, she assists him, and then they kind of, throughout the whole thing, it's, then, whatever. But it's not a blatantly like, oh man, you're hot. Hey, we should be together. And it's like 10 minutes into the movie, because that's how most American monster movies work. And it's awful. It's why I don't like a lot of American monster movies. Like, I like the monsters of those movies. I don't like the characters, where like I liked the characters in this movie, like throughout. I mean, Onodera, he is who he is, but you had to have some sort of villain, I think, other than just the monster. So I think it is what it is.
I think he appears in. I know Keisuke. Whoops! No, I killed it. I know Keisuke actually. He appeared in the second Daimajin film, and I want to say Onodera was probably in the first one, but he looks familiar. I know he's in one of the Daimajin movies. He has to be. But yeah, he's like, since they made those movies, you'll see some of the actors. You're like, motherfucker looks familiar. And actually, go ahead.
I do want to shout out Taruo Aragaki, who is the suit actor for Gamera.
Yep.
I don't see, at least on this screen, who the suit actor was for Barugon. But
I think the gentleman you just said he did like a stint of like 3 or 4 Gamera movies in a row. There was not like I think he was the longest running, I think, Gamera suit actor.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Onodera was also in Return of Daimajin with fucking Keisuke, and Keisuke's actor was in. He was in this. He was in Zigra. No, he was in this. He was in Gauss, and he was in Virus.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to disappoint everybody in the audience. You remember how Virus was like the big bad of the animated series? He was a fucking laughing stock in the movie he's in.
He's also in Guardian of the Universe.
Barugon, he was in the comic.
No, the actor who plays Keisuke.
Oh, who the fuck was he in that?
Let's see.
I'm going to look it up. I can't remember. That blows my mind. I didn't realize he was even in that.
I don't think he was one of the main characters, because I don't see him as like one of the main cast.
He probably made a cameo of some kind. Oh, he was one of the Captain of the Nojima. Okay. I think I remember what character this is. That's hilarious. Oh fuck, dude! They had Akira Kubo's in that too. He was the annoying. Oh god, he was in Godzilla versus Invasion of the Astro Monster. He was the main character's. The main character's sister, who she was going to marry. Y'all kaiju people will know. He played Akira. He's in that movie too. So they just look like a bunch of like big old actors. Like, let's just put them in this fucking movie. Why the hell not? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I didn't realize. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. What did you think of the movie? Did we cover that? You said you liked it, right?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I don't mind this movie. I have a real love-hate relationship with the early Gamera movies. I love the kaiju designs. I love how silly they are. Sometimes they're a little too slow-paced and they drag a bit for me. This one I like a bit more than some of the other ones because the kids get really annoying.
Yeah, I know. I think that's probably why I like this one a lot, is because there's not. I mean, like I said, I haven't watched many, so I don't have that same feeling of like constantly seeing children as part of the movie. But listen, if a kid actor does a good job, I will give them their praise. But if it's like constantly the same sort of plot line where it's like, oh, there's always a kid who has some sort of link with Gamera, and it's like, okay, how many times are you gonna do that? It's like at least Godzilla mixed it up. The fact that this is just like it's a play off of the second one, like it's a sequel to the second one because they recap what happens in the first one, and then it's just like this is a movie where Gamera is not viewed as a hero until the very end because he's the one who destroys Barugon. He's still like when Gamera shows up, people are still like, "Oh shit, Gamera's here! Oh, this is horrible!" Like, or like now we have to face two of them.
He kind of even the earlier movies, Gamera doesn't really move into that role until you start getting into like Gauss and Virus when he kind of like becomes like, oh, the kids, yay, it's Gamera, and then he dances. Well, no, that's Giron where he dances, but that's fine. You
gotta have your kaiju dance at some point. Godzilla did it. You gotta.
I mean, fuck, Yongari did it, and he bled from the ass.
Who the hell is that?
Yongari is South Korean. It's their attempt at Godzilla.
Okay.
It came out in 1967.
Oh, okay.
And then they did a remake in 99, and it was marketed in the US as like a knockoff of 98 Godzilla. It's called Reptilian.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Was that the one? Is that the one that just got like a Blu-ray or something? Or was that
no.
Or was that Reptilicus?
Reptilicus.
Okay.
Yeah, Reptilian is different. It was marketed here in the U.S. as Reptilian, but it's Yongari. It's actually the first movie I reviewed all those many years ago. So,
all right,
it's a classic. It's not very good, but it's a classic. All right, but that's it, guys. Before we carry on, Parker, I need to get Angela when we do the wheel spin. She did want to come down here for that.
Okay.
So, but I will say that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We appreciate you for coming. Appreciate you letting us talk about this kaiju bullshit that we do all the time on here. It's good times. I love it. Even if I don't like it, I still love it. And not that I didn't like this movie. Just want to point that out. But you guys have a good one.
No, we're gonna do the wheel spin.
I'm gonna do the wheel
episode.
spin. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Angela. Give me a second.
Well, don't outro. What if we still got a wheel spin?
Well, sorry. I forget if it's at the end. I'll be right back.
It's time to spin the wheel of monster.
Spin to win. All right, does this look good? We good to go?
Yep.
All right.
So now we're gonna spin the wheel to see what our episode will be for August 2024. Bye, Angela. Thanks for setting this up.
Thank you, wife. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bananas.
I saw tentacles on there, so I know that. Hopefully, we can't do that one again. Bloodbath at Paradise. I'm guessing Party Beach.
Hope you like hot dogs.
Oh boy, let's look up and see where you can watch it. Bloodbath at Party Beach.
I think it's on Tubi. That's the one.
The horror of Party Beach from 1964 has a 3.3 on IMDb, and it is currently streaming on Prime Video, Tubi, Pluto, Shout TV, Plex, and Freevee. So there you go. If you guys want to watch the movie we're going to be covering next month for Monster Zone, there's all of your options.
Sweet. I don't know how to turn the screen share off. There we go. Let's do that. Perfect. Nope, that's not it. There you go.
Hey!
Hey. All right. Cool. I should have showed this. This is Barugon. This is Barugon.
Wow.
Not Barugon, which came out a year before Barugon. Might as well halfway steal the name while you're fucking at it. Anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you really look forward to this next movie. My dad showed it to me. It's dumb and wild as shit. And again, I really hope you like wieners. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for letting us talk about this kaiju bullshit. Thank you, all you patrons, for making this happen. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it.
Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the show. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for supporting us. We really appreciate it. It's a huge help, and we love you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. As Parker said, I think he nailed it, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Watch more monster movies.
Yes.